Attention, the following video is going to totally kick ass. If you enjoy any of it and or have a large penis, please click the like button below. Enjoy.
Hello, friends. I just landed in beautiful sunny Los Angeles. Isn't that what people usually say? Let's check this. Oh, I got a little balcony here. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I am in Los Angeles in a hotel for a super duper secret trip. I don't even know what I can tell you guys yet, so I might have to edit some of this stuff out, but I was invited out by Activision / Infinity Ward to check out the new Call of Duty series, and I'm really excited. Apparently we get to see some trailer footage that's going to be in the announcement trailer, but it hasn't been announced yet. I don't even know when I get to tell you guys this, but I'm excited to let you guys know what I think about the new Call of Duty. So,
What is going on, guys? I am Jehovah, and by now you all know the title of the next Call of Duty Modern Warfare. That information has been on my mind for a long time because I was lucky enough to get flown out to Infinity Ward last week and check out what they had been working on. And as soon as I saw Modern Warfare, I knew I was already excited. That's what I was anticipating. That's what I was hoping for. The rumors were Ghost 2 or Modern Warfare 4. And technically, it was neither one. It was the Modern Warfare series, but a whole new game. It's Modern Warfare. It's not necessarily Modern Warfare 4. It's not a prequel, anything like that. It's just Modern Warfare. And I am beyond excited. I've talked about this briefly in other videos and on streams and stuff like that, but I've played a lot of the Black Ops games and stuff like that. I thought I had played a lot of Black Ops 4, Prestige Master, Dark Matter, all that stuff. When I looked at my hours, it was not... I mean, it was a lot, don't get me wrong. But I don't think I have... I don't know, maybe with Black Ops 2. I don't think I have as much time in the Black Ops series as I do in just Modern Warfare 2. Like, my time played in Modern Warfare 2 is ridiculous. MW3 I also played a lot of. Definitely not as much as MW2, I don't think, but a lot. And then the original COD 4 is one of my favorites as well. I love going back to that one. I feel like you can only spend so much time on the original COD 4, because it's so limited as far as gameplay. You're used to Call of Duty and crazy kill streaks and all that stuff, and then you go back to Modern Warfare and you're like, oh, this is fun, but it's not that good. There's not enough to do, but I am very, very excited about Modern Warfare. They brought us into a theater. This was my first time at Infinity Ward, as far as I can remember. I don't think I've been there before, but they took us into this like giant theater room, and they showed us. See, this is weird. I'm recording this now before the embargo. I don't know what they're gonna show you guys in comparison to what they showed us. But I know I can talk about everything, so I'm just going to go ahead and talk about everything. And then if there's new stuff that I haven't seen in the trailer that just dropped that you guys have seen, then I might make another video addressing that stuff because I can only talk about what I've seen. But anyway, so they showed the opening mission. First of all, I want to go ahead and just get this out of the way. If there's one word that I can use to sum up what they've shown us from Modern Warfare and the feel they're going for and everything, I would say like raw or hardcore. They're definitely going for like that, the fact that war is not a friendly game, and that there's all kinds of very dark sides to warfare, modern warfare, and I kind of like that unfiltered, unedited look. So what they showed us, they showed us this mission of a populated area in London, I believe, and a van kind of like plows through some traffic, goes into this open area and detonates. It just explodes. It's a terrorist attack. There's like, dead women and children, and which was like, oh my God. And then fast forward to you're like the Navy SEAL team, and you're going in and you're basically taking out. It's like a breach and clear mission. It's like a 4-story, I believe, apartment building, and you're clearing these rooms of these terrorists that planned the attack, that carried out the attack, right? And I noticed very quickly that you're not only taking out man terrorists, you're taking out women too. So you bust into a room, and at one point, I think you shoot a woman in the chest, and she kind of goes down to her knees but she's not dead yet. And he like puts another fucking shot into her head, and I was like, oh my god! And it's graphic and it's gory, and it was a very surreal moment. I don't know. I just wasn't expecting it. I guess Call of Duty hasn't really been that graphic lately. I feel like, I don't know. I mean, I'm thinking back to like World War II. They didn't even have Nazi propaganda on anything because they were too afraid of what people were going to think. And then in this one, you're just like executing women, and it was pretty crazy, you know. So, but the gameplay looks amazing. I know when they were showing it to us, I was sitting there thinking to myself, like, okay, this is pre-rendered bullshit, you know. Like, this looks too good. This is on a computer just using the engine, but it's not actual gameplay. But it was actual captured PlayStation gameplay. And I even talked to one of the devs afterwards, and they said that it was not like a modded console or anything, just a core PlayStation 4 playing the game. And it looked fantastic. In a lot of ways, it looked almost photorealistic. Now, keep in mind, I was watching this on a huge theater. God knows how expensive the setup was and everything, but it looked fantastic. It looked really, really good. Both, you know, the highly lit up stuff, but also the dark scenes in total darkness with night vision and stuff like that looked very, very cool. Then the next mission that they showed us was also very graphic and surprising. You're a little kid and there's an airstrike somewhere in the Middle East, and your mother is dead underneath all this rubble. You get pulled out. Your father is reunited with you, and basically you're running for shelter. He's like, "Where's your brother?" They get back to the house. The brother is inside the house. Both young kids, I would say between 5 and 10. I have no idea. Fast forward a little bit, and a terrorist comes in. The father ends up dying in front of you. Like, you watch it happen. And you end up killing the terrorist with a screwdriver, just like stabbing him in the chest/stomach area multiple times. And it is just extremely unforgiving and graphic. One thing I noticed right after that scene where you kill the terrorist and you come out back into the streets, trying to just seek refuge, you know, find safety wherever, I don't know, running away from this terrorist organization that's just killing all these innocent people. You know, I've played a lot of games. I've seen a lot of dead bodies in games and stuff like that. But in this, one thing that immediately jumped out to me is as they were running through the streets, there was bodies in the streets that were dead, and then there was bodies that were still dying. Like, you would notice twitching and you know, like a little flailing foot movement and stuff like that. And that kind of like threw me for a loop too, man. I don't remember, and maybe that is in some other, I mean, there's aspects of it, but it just seemed very, very, like I said, raw. You know, it was almost like you were watching war footage on Live Leak. Like, it was crazy. They also ran through a demo and were showing us their improvements to the engine, both on the sound side and the graphics side, and it looked really, really cool. There was real-time reflections on some of the advertisements and stuff that were being played on a video screen. Think like Times Square, but this was London. There's a name for it, I just can't remember it. But there was like real-time reflections in the puddles and stuff on the streets of those signs and everything, and it looked really, really cool. The sound design was insane. I never really thought I'd be impressed by a sound design demo, but the way that they kind of showed it off was they had they were shooting, you know, they turned on layers of sound one at a time, right? And so I can't get they told how many microphones they use, like, at the range to record each weapon, and I believe it was like over 20 or something crazy like that. So they would turn these layers on one at a time, and it was really cool to hear like the near side of sound effects first, and then like the far sound effects and the reverb and stuff like that. But one thing that was really cool that they showed us is like you could hear each shell spit out and land on the ground after you would fire a shot. And I know a lot of games have been doing that lately, and it's not necessarily anything like revolutionary or game breaking. But one thing that was cool is he was doing that, and then he went up and crouched next to, I believe it was like a mail thing, some sort of metal. He was next to him where the shells were ejecting, and then the sound changed. When he would fire a shot, you would hear the ejection of the shell, and then you would hear the shell hit that metal and then fall to the ground and ting again. And it was just kind of really cool how they demoed that and everything. But anyways, yeah, that's about all I remember from the stuff that they showed us. But I am very excited about I'm very excited about all of it, and I just, oh man, I want Modern Warfare is coming back. I really hope, I just made my hopes and wishes, I guess, video not too long ago, and all those still stand. I'm really hoping we see a return of the Face-Off playlist. I hope the nuke is back, but maybe a little bit more easily obtainable than the Moab, but maybe not quite as easy as the nuke was. Hopefully the map design is still good like it was in MW2 and MW3. And it's kind of cool that it's not just Modern Warfare 4, right? Here's one of my first thoughts is that, okay, Modern Warfare 4, sure, I guess you'd have the option of having all those weapons, but usually there's new ones sprinkled in and everything. I think just with the game being titled Modern Warfare, they can literally bring back any... I guess it's the same as if it was Modern Warfare 4, but if it was a prequel, it would be a little bit different. But they can literally bring back any of those gadgets and gizmos and guns and stuff that we loved. That they're not stupid. They know what was popular, and hopefully, we see a return of a lot of our favorite weapons like the ACR and all that good stuff. Maybe the intervention sniper rifle and all that. Who knows? What was the MSR and MW3, and then you had the Barrett 50 cal in both games, obviously, stuff like that, and even back to Modern Warfare. Maybe we'll see like an R700 or the M4A3. I don't know. There's just a lot of really cool possibilities with the next title being Modern Warfare, and I am super stoked to see what that's gonna be like, man. I mean, more than what we've already seen. I can't wait to get the damn game in my hands, to be honest. I'm hoping we'll see maybe a little bit more at E3, and but it's crazy, man. We're like 6 months out. Well, I don't know. Maybe we'll see a different release date too, because wasn't usually Call of Duty's come out in November, and then Black Ops 4 kind of broke that mold and came out in October, didn't they? Like fairly early in October. Maybe I'm completely off. I'm not good with dates and everything. When I do these Call of Duty videos, I always tell you guys I'm not T Martin. I'm just a dude talking. So don't take anything, too factual or anything like that. But anyways, yeah, a huge shout out to Infinity Ward and Activision for bringing me out. That was really, really awesome to be at the studio and be able to see what was going on. It was so hard to keep tight-lipped though. I wanted to just scream at the top of my lungs Modern Warfare everywhere I was, but I couldn't do that, but now the secret's out and we can talk about it, and I'm excited. So anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Like I said, if there's any new information in the trailer that is coming out that is out that you guys have already seen. It's weird because I'm recording this ahead of time again, but if there's anything new, maybe I'll make another video and cover that and talk to you guys about that. But yeah, love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.